it's never gonna end. And I crave a slower pace that reminds me who I toe the line. You're doing fine. You're made to feel this way. It's by design. The water's cold. Cut back and start anew. It all begins and ends. It ends, begins with you. Throw caution to the side. Your time is now. Your time is now. Are you tired of hiding, darling? Holding on to your doubt. Holding on, holding on. Restless are the hours that I am feel yourself breaking through. The light has come and it forever shines on you. Ricochet, fall into place. The thread connecting us is interlaced. Throw caution to the side. Your time is now. Are you tired of hiding, darling? Christmas is feeling blue, decking the halls here without you. Don't feel that spirit the way I used to. So pour me another round, trying to drown the memories out till I forget the way your laugh sounds. Fall on your knees. Why did you leave me? I'm holding on tight to yesterday. Oh heaven, I pray. Santa, please take this pain. 'Tis the season to be sad, thinking about everything we had that I keep looking for in the bottom of a glass. Ain't got no holly, no mistletoe. I packed it up, it's gotta go. I can't see it since I can't see you no more. Fall on your knees. Why did you leave me? Silent night. I'm holding on tight to yesterday. Oh heaven, I pray. Santa, please take this Lights lost their sparkle. I ran out of cheer. The moment I realized you wouldn't be here. On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer, I'll pay. Somebody, please take this sorrow away.
Summertime and a living sweet. Riley's on the microphone, Ross and G. All the people in the dance will agree that we're more qualified to represent the LBC. Me, Louie, we gonna run to the rhythm and dance to the rhythm. It gets harder.
I say not that.
I've come to tell you that she's safe, oh, most definitely. On a scandalous and oh, most definitely.
Stupid Wi-Fi. So sometimes your camera might get choppy, so I might like switch cameras and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
It's annoying, but
Like
you
that
got
might get
Wi-Fi
choppy.
here. Yours is probably good. Sometimes it's there's delays.
Will agree that we're well qualified to represent the
I remember that guy in the audience so excited just started banging the table. He's like, "This is so good."
That guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was honestly like it was moving, and it took me off guard. I would be like,
Yeah, you played it off well though.
yeah, it's cool when like you see people get moved by the music. You know, it's an honor.
You were all watching Morgan Hawkins at her latest performance at Intrinsic over here in Garland. I'll turn myself up here.
What's up, friends? I'm trying to like set this up nicely so you can kind of get both of us.
Hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. I think you can. Hello, welcome to Tiny Talk number 15. Can't believe it's freaking 15 already.
That's amazing.
Oh, and I'm trying to catch my breath here because I'm nervous because I'm here with somebody super, super special. Not just because she's an amazing artist, but special to the Tiny States for many reasons. And you'll find out why later. Rapidly rising star is coming out with singles almost daily. Her latest one is Pretty Bird. Everybody help me in welcoming the Pretty Bird herself, Morgan Hawkins. Not the blank screen. Morgan Hawkins, there we go. Hello. Welcome to the Tiny Talks, Morgan.
Oh, so happy to be here.
It's so cool to be here.
You're
to
so
have
sweet.
You here.
I just appreciate you so much.
There's my logo. There we go. Yeah, shoot. So, where do we start?
Wherever you want.
So we have some history here at the Tiny Stage, right?
We sure do.
And remind me. So I know your first performance with a band was here, right? At Willie Aid? Is that right?
You know, I did play like in a church band growing up, but as far as like...
But like in this sort of new era of sort of like, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, was that your first performance period or just with a band? Like in
this new era?
Yeah.
I had hit a few open mics.
Uh-huh.
I had hit a few open mics and I had met some of the friends. I remember the first open mic back. I would wear an Apple Watch and I like walked into the building. My heart rate was like 133. I was like, oh my gosh, terrified. So yeah, I mean, I was still very green. I'm still green right now, but
whatever. They just saw a video of you. I don't know about that.
No, but
you're at least towards the blue spectrum. If that's the higher one, I don't know.
No, but I
you know chakras, right? The blue and the purple are the higher ones, right?
Chakra,
yep.
The
exactly.
third eye, then we're at the crown.
Yep.
Exactly. I know. Yep. You're speaking my language.
I know. You know. So that was your first. So for those of you who don't know, last year, almost exactly a year ago, because it was February 8th.
Shut up.
It'll be a year next Sunday.
That's insane.
We had a festival here called Willie Aid. It was our first charity festival. First festival period. It was kind of sort of practice for our 420 festival that we've been planning for a long time, which was going to be, hello, TikTok. Hi, Morgan's TikTok. Join me on TikTok sometimes, the Tiny Stage.
Yeah, Tiny Stage. Follow Carlos. He's the best.
We had a, we have, sometimes we'll have food trucks over here, and we had one called Willie's Kitchen. It was run by the first child-owned food truck in Dallas, run by Dana Watson. I hope I have her name right. I'm so bad with names, especially on camera. I'm so sorry if I had the last name. I'm pretty sure it's Dana Watson. And they were her and her family. They were regulars here, and they kind of became family to us. And last winter, as you can, their specialty was Italian ice, was authentic Philadelphia Italian ice. If you hadn't had Philadelphia Italian ice, something different. It's not like snow cones.
I need to try that.
Yeah, for real. Hopefully they'll be back in the springtime. But yeah, so they're Italian ice. So during the winter is their off season. And during their off season, somebody decided to steal their food truck, so they were kind of knocked on their butt. So since we're like family, I was like, well, I'm kind of want to have an all day festival thing. Let's have one for you guys and have it be a charity. So we had Willie Aid, and I was going around trying to find acts. And I think actually, did you ask us to play? Or I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
I probably reached out to you because I just was reaching out to everybody.
I might have reached out to, you know what? I think the Blue Line maybe told me about this.
So the Blue Line, Tiny State Joji's. It's so funny. Their Tiny State or Tiny Talk. I'm like, the first time I saw you was at the Love Mic. They're like, nah, man, we were here at one of the first open mics. I was like, for real? Like I told it. I guess they were here, but I had no idea they were the Blue Line. They were just an act at our open mic. And I was like, what in the hell? And I was like, so you're like certified Tiny Stage OGs? They're like, yeah, so they told you about us, I guess.
Yeah. They filled me in with a lot of places to play. I really appreciate it.
How did you know them?
I met them at the first open mic. I had stepped in up in Richardson, Guitars and Growlers.
Yeah.
Just really close to my house. And
I got to go there.
You should. It's a cool vibe. And all the artists are just so supportive of each other. And I was so stressed and nervous. But after I got done playing, Michael came up to me and was just like, hey, if you ever want to work on, shout out Michael.
Yeah.
He was like, if you ever want to come and like record some of your stuff, because he's really into producing other people's work as well. He gave me that opportunity and just kind of was like, hey, you need to check out Love Mike, need to do this. And he really encouraged me because I was at a place where I was kind of like, maybe I should not really pursue this.
Really?
Yeah. So much appreciation to both of those guys.
So you were going to open mic solo?
I was, and I was February. We were probably we had probably practiced, the band and I, for about like a year, and I was just like,
Oh wow.
yeah, I was so scared to get on a stage that I just kept kind of dragging my feet.
So this time period is a special one.
Yeah.
It's like an anniversary of
Yeah,
of sorts.
of me, like, you know, finally
Breaking out, yeah.
breaking out. Couldn't look at any of you guys in the face because I was like freaking out. But yeah, it was a rainy
You
day.
could have fooled me. Shoot. I was like, wow. I was like, these are like, it's like a real rock band coming over here. It was so cool.
That was such a fun time, and we made it work too because we were supposed to be out here and the weather was funny. And
Yeah. That's actually funny you say that because I was going back. I was going back at old pictures and stuff, and I came across. Trying to find it here real quick. What was that? Oh, you got a gift or something?
Thank you so much, kitten.
Shoot one over here.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. So good to have you back on this live. I've got the best friends on this TikTok.
Yeah, you do. Oh, I gotta find it real quick. So Willie Aid was inside. The reason why was because back then, the winter time, we had the candle shows a lot, and I was kind of tired of that. So whole all-day festival starting out 10 a.m. till like 10 p.m., probably 11. And of course, the whole week was like beautiful, except for that freaking day. It started out kind of drizzly. We tried it out, but then by like noon, the rain started going sideways, and we quickly went inside. So you were I think the first like full band to perform here too, and it was a full band, and we were inside at the tiny corner. So if you can imagine, and they had like a big drum set. It wasn't one of the small ones that Mark Allen brings out. That could fit there no problem.
It was a big boy.
It was so great. Yeah, it was. It was if you've been to the Be Hippie, as you're facing the bathrooms, the whole drum set was kind of like in that hallway, facing the corner, and the rest of the band was in the corner, so they can kind of communicate. You know how musicians do. But it was great though. We pulled it off. But why I say that's funny is that because that was kind of like the first indoor show, and then you were the first act at our first Tiny Corner session.
Yeah, that was really special.
Yeah, I found the video. I was like, oh, I thought I lost it because,
She's so good.
Yeah,
She's
that was a lineup. That was
insanely good.
Ziamata, Morgan Hawkins, and I think Haley Marie was in that one.
And I think the Blue Line.
Or Rennis Jackson. The Blue Line. That was at Williad. Yeah, the Blue Line.
Yeah.
That was the first performance of the Blue Line, I guess.
It's crazy.
I was like, I can't believe I freaking didn't remember that they were here at one of our first open mics. Oh, it's gonna kill me. I can't forget. I had it pulled up and ready and everything.
Hey, all we got is time.
It was the first song of the first Tiny Corner session. I was like, oh great.
That was so fun.
Oh, please be it.
I feel like that was one of the first times I played like a set that was just all of my originals. It was really special.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Was that it's almost like a
Yeah.
precursor to what's happening right now. It's kind of funny. There we go.
Listen in this first song.
You're watching. The people at home, they're watching. That was the first Tiny Corner, everybody. It was literally just the carpet and 3 ring lights, and a mic, and the iBox.
And passion.
Yep.
Oh, this is actually a song I'm working on releasing in the next few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, this is the first song at the first official Tiny Corner session. And I remember I'm taking this video. This is like well past midnight because I'm breaking down the whole stage area. And as I'm breaking down the stage, I play back the audio that was recorded. And I remember sending you this right away. I was like, holy crap, this sounded so good, Leigh. I was like, holy crap. And yeah, her whole set was just originals. And I remember Zia Mata came up after. She was like, oh my gosh, she just released a whole album in front of us. It was so great.
She's so sweet.
And
she's so talented.
Why I say that's really cool because that's kind of like what you're doing right now, like kind of,
Yeah.
And
how crazy.
How crazy! Almost a whole year since you've been here. And yeah, that kind of reminds me. I have a little bone to pick with you that I'm going to bring up later.
Oh no.
But we'll get to it. We'll get to
excited
it.
and scared.
But yeah, and then since then, so you were with a different band. I don't know if you want to say who it is, but
Yes, these guys, they brought me into their band, and their style was a little more rock. And I still play a bunch of the songs that we played together on my sets currently, but I think long term, I just knew that my sound and the direction I wanted to go, it just didn't align stylistically. And so around September 2025, when I was getting ready to release my first song, we did just part ways because, you know, just to be fair to everyone, so that, you know, they brought me in. So it's hard to bring somebody in and now this person wants control of things. I understand that. So I just stepped back, and I wish them all the best. You know, there's so much room for all of us to eat at the table.
Sure. Yeah.
And there's so many people that are interested in so many different styles. So
right. We want you to stop here and then go somewhere bigger. Like, I want to be able to have to pay like $100 to go see you someday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd be happy to. You know, that would be like, holy crap! Like, I hope so. Shit, I want the lanyard and everything. Yeah, the VIP. So I would tell them, you know, come here and practice, because they were like a new band and trying to, you know, gig around. So I was like, use this stage to practice, and they were up for like a 3-hour gig coming up. And you were like, we need to practice a 3-hour gig, so can we come out there? We're like, we got you. I think it was like even a Sunday or something. I don't know, but it was like it was 3 hours, just them and you. And then at pretty much in the middle, there was an intermission, and the rest of the band took a break. And then you were like, I'm going to play some of my solo stuff. I was like, you do solo stuff? And then and that's when we were kind of like still like kind of in the beginning of doing our video stuff. And oh my God, it was so freaking crazy. And I remember, no disrespect to the band and anything, but I remember, I think I told my colleague that was there, I was like, I don't think she freaking needs them. I was like, should we tell her, or what? She'll probably figure it out. Like, she'll figure it out. But I was like, can it, like, I kind of want to tell them to go, and like, just, you can be on the rest of the time. But it was so freaking great. And you played, I think, some of the songs that the rest of the world is hearing now.
Yes, yeah.
Which again is gonna feel better. This little bone I have to pick with you later. It's good. It's funny. It's funny. It's no big deal. So yeah. So shoot. So what was so crazy, or not crazy, and I'm really careful about trying not to say awesome, because I've been catching myself. I say it way too freaking much.
Well, things are awesome. That's okay.
So,
you can say it as much as you want. I won't.
I just say it way too much.
I feel this. I have words that I
am
the same way with, so I understand completely.
But yeah. Just my favorite music is what you play. Somebody with a guitar and great lyrics. Something that makes you feel things, something that makes you think, and that it makes you think different things at different times of your life, even, you know? And when I heard you play your solo stuff, I was like, oh my God, this is why I was like, I don't want to hear covers anymore. Like, I want to hear this stuff. I think I even told you, I was like, please more of that later. You're like, so like this, in these tiny talks, I tell the artist, I see you as a superhero, so I want the origin story. So I want to know where this all started. So did the writing come first, or did the singing come first? I think that's where I would start, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's a good question. It's like, but the chicken or the egg?
Kind of. Yeah.
My mom says growing up that I would like make up my own songs a lot. And I mean, I sang so much that the rule in the house was like, in the car is my brother's safe space. I'm not allowed to sing in the car, but like I can sing anywhere else. So I think it was just always something. There was always something about this, all of it for me. The creation. Yeah, I think my mom says and I can vaguely remember as like a little babe, like drawing the album art and like writing little songs that, you know, who knows what those were about. And yeah, when I went to church camp as I don't know, maybe like 8-year-old, there was a girl a little bit older than me who had a guitar, and she was singing songs she wrote. And I feel like there are moments in your life that like stick with you forever.
Yeah. And
like I can remember I was like, I have to do that. Like I need to get a guitar. I think I approached her at church camp and we wrote a song together.
Do you remember it by chance?
No, but I do remember when I came back, I started writing songs, and my cousin Casey, Shout out Casey. I love you so much. She was like my scribe because I'm a left-handed person, so I write like terribly and not legibly.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, right-brained, creative.
And best soccer players. That's how I know the lefties. For some reason, always the best players.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Well,
Or usually,
that's so funny. That's a different rabbit hole we'll go down.
Yeah, right.
Go down one day. But yeah, I can remember the first song I wrote after coming back from church camp. I was on the back porch of my grandparents' home, and she was writing in a composition book, and it was like, "Don't be afraid." "Don't Be" was the song's title.
Don't be okay.
Like, and it was just like, "Don't be afraid to shine like a star, 'cause you're gonna go far." Yeah.
Okay,
so on,
can
so
you?
far.
Will you really? All right, release this, but it's called "Don't Be EE." In honor of us, because
my
we're all about
gosh.
shining light on people, right? That's our whole purpose here.
I'd have to rewrite
And
it. I can't
we're
remember
called
the
light warriors.
I
the
can't
people that
remember
work
the
here.
whole thing, but I will totally
think that's meant to be
make
some
a
kind of way.
project. Yeah, I totally will. I'll make you guys a theme song.
See, just like a superhero story, I have to tie in how it means something to me. You know what
Exactly. Well, I mean, we're all connected, so yeah.
And where was this porch?
I mean, this is my grandparents' porch in Salesville, Arkansas.
Arkansas. All right.
Arkansas. Yeah, spent a lot of days in that home, and a lot of time with my cousin there exploring. They had like cabins that were no longer in service by the time I had come around, but my grandmother was an antiquer, and so she had all kinds of cool knickknacks, and we would just spend a lot of time on that property exploring as kids.
Yeah.
Very special memories there.
How old were you when you were going to this camp and starting to write and everything?
I was like 8 or 9, I want to say.
Nice.
I didn't get my guitar. I think I got a starter guitar that I didn't learn how to play, this guitar. And then for Christmas, when I was in the 3rd grade, I asked for a Fender C60 acoustic Sunburst.
Nice.
And got lessons, and I just lugged that thing around everywhere I went. If you had class with me in middle school, I'm sorry, because I had my guitar with me, and if we were done with our work, I was like, "Can I sing a song?" But yeah, Taylor Swift was like a very pivotal person to me starting my music career journey. Not really a career at that point.
I can see that with how you write. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember where I was when I saw her teardrops on my guitar music videos at my grandparents in the little game room. Immediately ran and grabbed a camcorder and just started singing into it. So yeah.
All right, so I think the words came first. It seems like with songwriters and people that actually, sorry, I thought I lost my cord. People that make music, like Michael Jackson always kind of described that, how it just kind of comes to you. And I think people have certain antennas, or you're tuned into certain things. Like I'm not tuned into that. I'm tuned into other things. Like I can give you ideas for days on you know how I am with stuff like that. But yeah, not about writing music or even playing it. You know what I mean? So it seems like you have some sort of you're tuned into something kind of different with that, especially the way that the kind of words that you use and how they have such deep meaning and multiple meanings anyway.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So was the guitar kind of you had to learn how to play it well because you wanted to accompany your words, or did you just fall in love with the guitar also and kind of both of them sort of
yeah,
flew side by side sort of?
I always say I know enough guitar to write music, and my goal, especially this year, is to just become a better guitarist. Understand.
Are we gonna hear some solos soon?
I don't know if
Some
soon,
riffs.
but that's the goal eventually. Nice. I'm learning fast car right now.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah, I knew enough to write music and to play some of the covers that I loved to play. But I sometimes would get frustrated. You have to really.
What's up with our cord over there? Sorry about that.
No,
I'm being real sensitive.
I'm touching it. It's sensitive like me. I get it. Yeah. So my goal is to get better, but I would say that it wasn't the biggest priority for me when I was learning. I just wanted to be able to sing with it.
Yeah. So was it kind of like that all throughout middle school, high school, just kind of just writing on your own and just Like, is there like some big diary just full of songs that someday you might just kind of pull back and just like, hey, let's kind of write this one again?
You know,
Like from the perspective of an adult now, maybe.
I have a good stack of them.
Oh, there's a vault.
There is a vault.
Yes.
Yeah, I was actually with Remy the other day. We were hanging out and playing around arts and crafts at my house, and
What?
I pulled one of them out and I opened it and I started singing it. And she was like, "You literally know the melody of that still?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
You should go live when that happens. Me and Remy hanging out.
Yeah, she's such a cool girl. She's like,
That's so cool.
10 years younger than me, but like 20 years older than me in this industry. And she's really so helpful and like taught me so much. So I really appreciate her. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a vault. Really, all the songs that are coming out are what I've worked on in the last like year and a half. And I guess to go back to what you had asked me, yes, music was very prevalent for me through high school, and sometimes if we had a few tragedies happen during my stay in my school, and used music as a catalyst and was able to share that with the community.
So like at recitals kind of thing, or like
Yeah, I guess
talent shows or something.
the thing that comes to mind that's like always really just stuck with me was Miss Paget. She was a teacher for our junior high, and she was just such a big character. I never had the opportunity of taking her class, but she was very just lovely and beautiful personality, just warm. When you're around people, they're just so warm. And her son, who was just a baby, like I want to say he was like 10 years old, he was diagnosed with a very severe cancer. And so as he was, I'm not sure the process of like what his treatment was or what they did in those last months, but I wrote a song for him, and one of our other cheerleaders on the squad, she came up with shirts, and we sold them to like this student body, and he got to like ride out on the football field in a Corvette and be an honorary bomber. Yeah, I think that was a moment that felt like music is like so much more than just me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was the first time maybe you felt some responsibility almost?
That's maybe a good word.
In like writing? Just
like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could even put a word to it or if I understood, but that just felt like more than just like, this is a fun hobby.
Right.
That I like to do.
Right. And that was about what, like senior year-ish, or like towards the tail end?
That was like my junior year.
Yeah.
I think that was my junior year. Junior or sophomore, but I want to say junior. It all kind of, my memory fades.
Yeah.
But
so like, were you like in the choir or like in the jazz bands or whatever? Like,
No, I
like
wasn't.
So like your music was kind of private, like just a hobby kind of thing?
Yeah, and I would like bring, if there was a cheerleader on the squad who had like a breakup, I would like write her a song or like if it was a very cheap gift, but I'd like write people songs as like birthday presents. But
I wonder if anybody still has them.
I don't know. I mean,
it might be worth something.
Probably,
it's going to be. Not might be.
They
it's
probably weren't very
good
at that. I had to. Yeah, not all of the songs are great. I would say probably about 10% of the songs.
If you have fans, we'll make them great. We'll figure out ways to just say that's awesome. It means this actually. Wow. So I guess when you so you wrote the song for this student or your teacher's son, and you played it for the school, or?
Yeah, I was at a football game.
Oh, at the game, okay.
Yeah, football game. Before the game started, he got to like ride out on the field in a Corvette, and
that was like your first time in front of people like that?
I had played in a church band from junior high, so every Wednesday, and then sometimes on Sundays I'd get to sing.
Okay.
In the band, and
Some
that was
training.
Yeah, so that was where I got a lot of my experience, just like being in front of people.
And did you learn kind of singing through that choir, or were you always kind of like natural?
Yeah, it was more of like a band. Like it wasn't really a choir, really like coached. I mean, the musicians were, I think the guy who led it, he would kind of coach the musicians more. But yeah, I mean, I needed voice lessons at that time, but I was just, teaching myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I guess eventually you actually had lessons?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
There's an amazing teacher in this area. I don't know how much she's teaching these days because she performs quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's like her main deal. But finding a good coach who can really help you understand like where you're supposed to send your breath and your voice and like where you're supposed to feel things. It changed, I didn't think I'd be able to perform because prior to this, I would try to sing for an hour and my throat would really hurt.
Yeah.
And
I can imagine. Shoot.
just didn't have proper form.
Yeah.
I think some people do naturally know how to sing with form that can like give them longevity, but
Yeah.
I sounded okay, but I think this vocal teacher really took me to the next level.
Remember her name? You want to shout her out?
Bethany, and I think her last name is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, all right.
But she's a phenomenal vocalist herself. She played for Emerald City for quite a while.
Wow.
I mean, her to do like the national anthem, Whitney Houston style.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Like she's phenomenal vocalist and funny, really fun teacher to take from too.
Yeah. Speaking of national anthem, well, I guess we're not there in the story yet. So after high school, did you go to college?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. I was enrolled at the U of A to be a nurse, and I did a nursing internship my whole senior year. And at the end of that internship, I was like,
Didn't feel right?
I can't do this.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to pivot to a different major, and just felt like maybe just a little unsure of what to do with college. And I was at my hairstylist's appointment, and she was doing my hair, and I was like, I don't know what to do with my life. And she's like, I had to drop out of nursing school to go to hair school. And it was like light bulb moment. And she looked like panicked. She was like, oh my gosh, what did I just get? No, I'm not saying you should do that.
Whoops.
But yeah, I mean, I was like, well, I don't know what I want to do. And my hair, I don't know how to do that. So like, I'll do hair. I'll figure out how to do my own hair. And then I'll figure out what else I can do with my life. I wanted to do music, but test.
Thing.
Sorry. I wanted to do music, but I think somewhere along the line, I was made to believe that like it wasn't obtainable.
Yeah.
Or realistic. And so I didn't realize that I could just be like, F it, like I'm going to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
But that's what it's about this time, I can make my choices, and I am the captain of my ship. I don't want to live a life of regret. So
Yes, I can tell you that as someone that's a little bit older than you.
yeah, like
Or
a year.
A lot older than you. Like a year, my
older,
ass.
I
Like a
think.
decade, I think. More than that, I think. That's very true. Was that about the time that you started getting into fitness and things?
Yeah,
I know you're a physical trainer and I think yoga instructor as well, right?
Yeah, you do your homework. Whenever I moved in with my boyfriend at the time, now husband, I was really into yoga. Yoga was like a big catalyst for my mental health. And then I was still doing hair at this point, and started going to the gym, and I was like, man, this makes me feel not anxious, and like I want other people to experience like the empowerment that you feel whenever you get to a goal of like, hip thrusting like 200 pounds. It's like fitness is something that is so internal, like nobody can take it from you. Like once you build it, it is yours, and you have ownership of it.
And it has memory too. So like even if you forget about it, it'll remember you if you remember it later on. You know what I mean? I'm finding that out now myself because believe it or not, I used to play semi-pro soccer. I was like,
really? What was your
athlete.
position?
Center mid, and also center back.
Those are like guys. That's like the position.
Yeah. Do you know soccer? Don't tell me.
I was the left wing defender.
No, freaking, all right, we're gonna be here a while, people. All right, I'm sorry.
I was like,
I said we're gonna keep this under an hour, but I doubt it now. Now soccer's been brought up, so no, I'm not gonna put you through that. Don't worry. But yes. Okay. That was because I don't know. I just always like to be sort of like I wasn't so much about like scoring. I like
You liked being
I think that makes sense with
Is
how I am now,
the
like as an adult.
like you could see the whole field and you could see the play and you were like setting people
And
up.
I can set you up for go celebrate.
That is
you know
very
what I mean?
much you for
It's,
sure.
it's that's funny how it turns out.
It's like we are always going to be the same as we go through life, you know.
It seems
different ways.
Until they take left turns and you decide to go down that left turn instead of going the right way. But we'll get to that. Maybe. I don't know. I'm talking more about myself than anything. But yeah, so that was around college. You started getting into fitness, and then you started doing like instructing and stuff.
Yeah, I started working at an Anytime Fitness in Yoakum, Texas, and
Yoakum.
Yeah.
Where's Yoakum?
It is by Hallettsville, which is about 40 minutes from LaGrange.
Which is.
Yeah, I'm like, it's by this and this. I mean,
Yeah.
there's small towns of like awesome people. I mean, Blake and I
Is
were
it south, north, or
southeast question mark.
like towards San Antonio-ish?
I'm not the one. No, opposite. It's more towards Austin.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Brazos Valley-ish.
sure.
I don't know.
I'm like, Texas is so big.
I'm trying to sound like I know the area.
I'm like, I don't know. I hardly know the DFW. But yeah, I was working there for a while, and I was getting back into music. Like, I had, it was always in the back of my mind, but I was just so scared. So,
Scared of like going for it as a career thing, or just scared that you even had the talent?
I think just going for it, and like, when you really commit to something and you're like, yeah, guys, I'm doing this. I don't know. I think it just, I was too afraid of, being perceived. I just had a lot of fear about like failure. So it was almost easier to just not touch that box.
Yeah.
But don't do that, because I just kept, I kept going back to it. Anytime I'd put it back down, something would happen in my life that would like bring me back to writing, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I finally feel like myself again. Like, how was I not doing this? But then that fear would come into play, and I'd be like, no, I can't. So, yeah.
So, was there something or someone that kind of gave you the courage to kind of say, fuck it, let's go?
I think it was a lot of people.
Yeah. And like circumstances and things?
Yeah, I think I had an experience in my professional life where I want to frame this the way, like, how do I even frame this? I had given a lot to me, and I think I realized through a few situations that I could be gone tomorrow, and like they would just keep moving along,
Yeah.
and just like, if I'm gonna work so hard at something and make sacrifices in my life, like I want it to be for the things that, like, my dreams. And I think just conversations with other artists and my husband, he watched me change my careers a few times, and he was like, this is what you want, like, we'll make it happen. Like, really, he is the Blake.
Yeah,
Blake
shout
Hawkins.
Out to Blake. Yeah.
Shout out to Blake Hawkins.
Hey, Blake.
Yeah, if it weren't for him when I was expressing like, hey, this is like really what I want to do, anybody could just be like, oh, well, that's a lot, or like, you're already doing so well in your career. But he's like, if this is what you want, like, we'll make it happen. And so I'm really blessed.
On behalf of myself, the Tiny Stage, and the rest of the world, thank you, Blake, for encouraging Morgan to do this, because it's helped me in my life so much, and I'm sure so many other people already. But I've had the privilege of hearing some of the songs that have not been released. So like Gray, I know what Gray is already. I know that song. You will too someday, rest of the world. Probably soon.
I've got like my mom and a few friends that are like, put that song out, so I got to put it out for them.
Oh, the one, there's one that you play, I think it's about Blake.
Jump?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about Blake.
I didn't know if you want me to say it out there.
Sure, yeah, we'll tell the people.
Is that coming out soon?
That one's going to be,
That should come out like Valentine's
Day. That one's,
come on.
it's not ready.
Perfect.
It is perfect for that. I'm thinking more of like maybe his birthday or maybe the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
The weekend we rekindled our flame, which is in the springtime. So
Rekindled.
yeah, you
Oh,
know,
is that going to be some songs too that describe
you know,
all this?
maybe, you know,
What a cool story.
honestly, I don't write a lot of love songs, and he's the first person I think I've ever been able to write a love song where I'm like, okay, this is actually like good. But I tend to I think the songs where I'm like a little tortured are the ones that tend to come out.
But Jump is great. No, that one's going to be like a love song. That's going to be a wedding. That's going to be a wedding song, like a viral one, because it means you make me want to jump. Or yeah, I want to spoil the hook.
I'm like, give me the guitar. No,
Yeah. It's a great song though. Shoot, so that takes us kind of like to sort of like
when we rekindled. Do you want to know our story?
Yeah. So all right, so he kind of, this was around, I guess, when you were doing physical fitness training.
Yeah, you know, it's more of a backpedal. We kind of hopped over our story. So
Yeah.
I was
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, we're going backwards now,
Yep.
guys. Yeah, I was living in Mountain Home, Arkansas with my parents, and I was working at the Good Samaritan with the elderly, moving with them. That was like one of the best jobs ever because they're the kindest people ever.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were not really even talking that much. We had met like a year earlier, and neither of us were in a place to date. He was about to start an internship. I had just gotten out of a crazy relationship. But I spent a very PG weekend with him, and he like, my car got towed, and he like paid for it to get out of impound because my parents would have killed me because they were like iffy about letting me go even visit him or visit a friend whom I met him through. And yeah, we just spent a lot of time together that weekend, and I had never felt so calm by somebody's presence, so grounded and so like safe. And
in the midst of stuff happening,
yeah, and there was like just a lot of things in my life that I hadn't really felt that way. I don't really know if ever with a guy. And so when I went home, I mean, he was from Texas, living in Fayetteville, Arkansas, about to do an internship in Florida. Like, I never thought I'd see him again. And I was telling my mom about the weekend, and I was like, Mom, I'll never see him again, but like, I want to marry someone just like that.
Yeah.
And we, you know, were our separate ways for about like a year after that. I think just like locking into, you know, his job that he had freshly gotten out of school, and I was just sorting through some things as well.
Yeah.
And when we reconnected, we were not even like having deep conversations. We were not. I really didn't know too much about what was currently going on with his life. I was just living at home, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to come to Dallas for Easter weekend?" And I was like, "Do I want to get out of my parents' house for the weekend and
Sure.
go to Dallas, leave my small town?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I'm on my way, and I'm about 3 hours in, and he gives me a call like, "How's the drive?" And I'm like, "It's good. Like, where's your apartment? I'm really excited to see it." And he was like, "Oh no, like I'm visiting my family. Like, you're staying with my family this weekend."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." And like, I just literally, I thought I didn't know if I would really see him again from just our past. And after that, like every weekend we were driving 11 hours to see each other.
Wow.
And I mean, within the first week and a half, I was like so sure that we were going to get married. And then after about a month and a half of doing that and FaceTiming like every minute of the day, I moved in with him. And yeah, that's crazy.
Right in.
And I jumped right in. And that's what the song is about, because
Oh.
I had jumped right in. And then we lived together for a year on this really cute ranch down in Hallettsville, Texas. And it had a wraparound porch, and the
Nice.
sunsets were beautiful every night. And I would be, you know, sometimes playing my music, and he was always encouraging it, always wanting to listen to it, filming it, like posting it to his friends. But I wasn't, you know, ready to like take that big step. And then we got engaged, moved up to Dallas, and started doing hair up there, but also started in fitness. And then I was also starting to like play out a little bit, and this is 2020 at this point.
Okay.
And as I started to play out a little bit, like I played at Opening Bell once. That's actually the first time I ever saw Remy. She was doing
yeah?
a showcase there.
Oh, nice.
I played at a spot called Hank's that's no longer open, and then COVID happened, and I feel like when COVID happened, I was like, well, oh well.
Yeah.
And I just kind of put that down again for a while.
And then when did you pick it up? Or like what happened to make you pick it up again?
Yeah, I got really into fitness and started working at Equinox, and it's where I still work today. And yeah, I just went through some hard things that got me to need to write again. And through writing about these experiences that I had, I felt so much like release and just like, it's like that memory of like fitness, right? I was like, oh yeah, like I need this. This is like part of who I am. And I just started writing like a lot and posting here and there. And I think through my posting, the old band found me through my Instagram, and I auditioned for the band and made the cut, and we practiced for a really long time.
So that was the old band from church?
Oh, no.
I was about to say.
We're in Dallas.
Okay, I got you.
We're in
right,
Dallas.
I was like, wait a
old
minute.
band. Oh, those are some sweet
Yeah,
guys. Those are some really good
That's
guys.
what you meant by old band. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went 2 bands ago.
The the Dallas band. Band. And played with them for about a year, and they were like, we need to start playing live, and I was so scared. But then we got to your stage, and so I feel like that. I don't know if I'm not the best storyteller, so
no, that was perfect. Because usually I have to like think about it to keep it like in sequence, so sometimes we have to hop back and forth. But you mentioned kind of you put it down, but to bring it back up, it took some hard times.
It did.
Like kind of just was that. I mean, most of your music. I mean, people can interpret it as a relationship thing, but there's one that I've talked to you about that I kind of take it more as like internal, and I think it kind of ties into what your next project's kind of coming up, right?
Yeah.
So like it's more like kind of so how would you, without getting into it, without saying what you don't want to say or divulging what you don't want to, what kind of how would I say it? How would you describe this dark time in your life that kind of was so big or so powerful that it made you reach for the guitar again and start doing it?
Like betrayal, not for my husband. He's perfect.
What to say, Blake?
He's an angel. He is literally my rock. But yeah, you can be betrayed from anybody. And so there was a few experiences that are oddly the same thing with really trusted people in my life that betrayed me, and there was no justice, no like true like accountability
like a closure kind of
for
thing?
yeah. And so because I didn't get that closure is a really good way to put it. I think it's like you transmute that pain, and once I wrote like Gray or Aftermath, I just had more peace with the situation.
Have I heard Aftermath?
I don't know.
That one doesn't sound familiar.
I'll play it for you after we're done.
All right. Hey,
I'll give you a little solo.
Exclusives.
Yeah. Play whatever you want.
Oof. All right. Don't say that because then you're going to be here for a long time. Yeah, it's really good that you had that as a release, because I can tell you I probably felt the same things, but I instead of having to release it, I chose to numb it.
I totally did that most of my 20s, and that's why I wasn't in music.
Yeah, see that was me too. After soccer, kind of during while I was making this semi-pro soccer team that I talk about a lot. That was almost an escape too, because I was like, oh, I'm too busy to even think about this stuff or even feel this stuff, and as soon as I do, I have the medicine for that. It'll take it away quick. Mm-hmm. That's why the song "Mixed" is such a big one for me. Even the title, right? Because people out there, I think they've heard "Mixed" by now, right? It's out. Yeah.
Maybe you have.
Yeah, it's out. Check it out. It's a really great song.
I'm gonna actually redo it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be on the next. I think it'll be an EP.
Nice.
But yeah, it'll get maybe a little more production.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you listen to that song, I mean, like most songs, you can interpret it many ways, but I think most people would probably interpret it like she's talking about another person that she had to deal with and tell them, hey, get your shit together because my heart belongs to you and you're hurting me with all the shit that you're doing, right? But when I heard that song, especially with the words, I was like, man, I'm talking to myself with that song. Like I'm sitting, like I was telling Morgan that if she ever lets me to do the video, I was like, it should just be like you in front of the mirror. Like the person in the mirror is the one singing and you're just standing still in front of it.
No, Carlos.
Because that's how it is for me. And I was like, oh my God. And like, it was like at the right time, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So for me, in case no one ever tells you ever again that a song is very important to them, I told the same thing to Austin earlier. He has one that's kind of like that for me too. But that one is really special to me, and especially right now that I'm trying, you know, that I'm like on a good path. I think you can probably tell by looking at me. That this kind of music really helps, and it helps kind of get past it and deal with it instead of the way I used to. You know, that was not going to be good.
That means so much to me. That means so much to me. And I'm so happy that, yeah, when you messaged me that, you know, that's how the song spoke to you, like, I wrote it like that for me.
Yeah, I was like, no way.
So that was, yeah, you know.
And I thought I was being stupid because I'm like, because when you said my heart belongs to you, I was like, well, yeah, because it's inside.
Exactly.
It's literally my heart. But, you know, but I thought it was like goofy that I thought that.
No, you were right. You're like in my head. So I'm just so happy that when you needed it, it showed up. Yeah.
Wow. So and like I said, that's going to be sort of a precursor to what's coming up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you're working on it's an EP or an album, or it's going to be both.
You know, I keep playing the songs every night, and like I'll take one off and I'll add one. I think right now I have 7, so I think that's technically an EP. But yeah, it's just kind of significant to the time in my life. I believe I'm going to call it Wrong Side of Town, because there was a big chunk of my 20s where I was really on not a good path, and I'm really thankful that I am not dead in a ditch or in prison, because I could have very well been in those places. I can't wait for this
album because I'm like, this is my biography, because I can say the same thing about a decade, probably 20s too, 30s too maybe.
And you know, I feel like any 20-year-old, if you're like, I talk to so many of the 20-year-olds like in the Love Mike community, and they're like, their heads are screwed on so straight. I'm like, love being in their energy. But if you are not on a good path and you can feel that, you can always make a change, and because you're worth it, and your life is worth it, and the gifts that you have are here to help other people.
So you writing this music was kind of, it was your release, right?
Yeah.
But was it also comforting, or did you get that from somewhere else, or maybe that was Blake, or?
Yeah, I think the music comforts me.
Exercise, you know, not for nothing is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like scientifically, that they've done studies. They say it's way better than even Prozac.
Oh yeah,
know,
every
stuff,
time
but,
you flex your muscles, you
the
are
endorphins
releasing
and all that stuff. Yeah.
the chemicals that are responsible for like happiness. So you have a, you know, antidepressant pharmacy in your muscles if you will just use them.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I mean, fitness is huge for me, but yeah, I really try to write as frequently as I can. And it just feels like the safest space, and it feels like a playground. Like, I definitely had a period of life where I would like try to write good songs, but it just is not that way for me anymore. Like, it just feels like the safest space.
What do you feel when you write like a song that it is your, because I don't know, like I would picture, if I'm able to write a song like that, I would write it and it would be there, but like something's still missing. Like I'm still not fully comforted or there. You know what I mean? Like I would have like soccer was like that for me. Like I remember having the shittiest freaking day, and then I would just play for half an hour. And like, I remember in that half hour, I didn't even think about it. And then afterwards it didn't seem so bad, but it was still there, you know? and an hour later it would still seem as worse as it did before I played. You know what I mean? So like, it didn't complete what it needed. It helped for it kind of stalled it for a minute in a healthy way, I guess.
Yeah, I think I write about the same things a lot. So I think, in the moment it does like pacify. And maybe, I mean, I don't know what drudges up these same scenarios that I keep writing about. But, I think each time I write about a certain situation, I'm able to like maybe either look at the situation differently.
Perspectives.
Yeah. Or I don't know. It's just, I just always relate it to like transmuting energy, like taking dark and making it light. Or when I write a line, like the line that you love, the line got frayed a while back, the light just flickers on and off like that. I can remember the feeling of like, it's like the best dopamine feeling ever. It's like I've fixed a puzzle or something.
You know what? I can feel it too, because that's kind of how I felt when I first heard that lyric. I was like, oh my God, because it just painted a picture in my head, and I was like, and the metaphor, I was like, oh, like in that one little couple of words, you said so much. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can see that, because it gives you a different perspective, and it's almost like you're letting your better self talk to you in writing.
I love that.
Whereas for me, like my better that's why I love Mix so much. And there's a part in there that when you get to my beating heart belongs to you, I start to lose it, because I'm like I'm seeing my like the person in the mirror is the one that I want to be, and is like begging me, like, I'm looking at you, where the hell are you, kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, so like I say, like right now it's kind of like real powerful for me, and it helps a lot. So yeah, thank you for that song, and thank you for the chords. I can almost get the guitar pattern, the finger picking pattern down. I do it in a sort of simpler way that I know how to do it already.
Listen, I don't play that. The way that song is recorded, I cannot play it. My guitarist, Grant Rising, he's
great.
He is so talented.
And I have to know, was there two guitars in that track? Or is it all him?
Well, he's playing multiple parts.
Okay, because there's one part. So it's finger pick, and as during the "My Beating Heart Belongs to You" part, there's a part that goes like a bing, 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 and I'm like trying to find it with my pinky, and I'm like, no, his fingers aren't that long.
I mean,
I'm like, no, there has to be two guitars.
I know he hits is it that song or Who I Am where he really had to stretch?
Yeah, because I was like, where is that note? I was like, no way, he has to have like crazy hands.
He is so talented.
There's two guitars. That makes you feel better.
If you want to be just wowed, and you're going to have to look this up too, look up the Grant Rising Experience. It is him playing 7 minutes of a 12-string guitar when he's like a senior in high school. And it is the most incredible. Like I was training him for like a 30-minute session, and we just got to talking about, music, and he's like, oh yeah, look this up, and I showed.
Oh, you were his trainer.
I trained him for just like one session.
No way.
Yeah, just one session, cool. And showed him a few things, and we just got to talking about music, and he was like, oh, we exchanged. I have like an old high school YouTube video that I sent to him. I'll show you that as well. And we exchanged, and I was just like, I started badgering him. I'm like, dude, please play with me. Like, you are so good. And it took 2 years. But he's all in, and he's
amazing.
And he's the nicest person. Like, I really need to bring him out to the Love Mic. Like,
bring him out here.
A phenomenal guy. Yeah. And so are the other dudes that I play with. I'm very, very blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been to Love Mic. You're still kind of new to the community-ish, right?
Yeah, I'd say. And, with my...
Celebrated your first single out was Human, right? We celebrated it there, yeah.
Yes, and we celebrated it there. Jana is, she's so special. And she's created such a beautiful community where everybody supports each other and feels safe and is just themselves. And so, yeah, I actually will be celebrating the release of Pretty Bird this coming Monday at the new underground location. It's so sick. So if you're in the DFW, come out to that. I believe it starts at like 7? 8?
7 o'clock to sign up. 8 o'clock is the showtime.
Okay.
I think that's how, or maybe 7:30.
7 doors open and 8 people start
just get
playing.
there by 7.
Get there by 7 because the list will fill up.
And there's no more big machine thing that was there with all those giant cables. That's all gone, so it's nice and cleared out. There's no need for my tiny bridge anymore.
Oh.
I was building that thing every week to
You're
make
the
sure you
best.
guys didn't break your ankles.
Oh.
Although I don't know if that helped so much. But
Hey, it helped. It definitely gave
nobody
that.
broke their ankle, as far as
Nobody
I know.
broke their ankles.
So
Yeah, no.
mission accomplished.
It's definitely a sick feel, and yeah, it's just so cool to watch her. Like, you know, I think this is like her third location, and like,
Yeah, third
and it
location,
just keeps growing, and
in 4 years, yeah.
and now I really want to talk to her about her like outreach that she's doing with like the freeze that just happened.
So we have some pretty cool things planned. I'm not going to spoil them, but yeah, we got some great things up ahead.
I'll pick her brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Love Mike Instagram went from like 3,000 something followers, and then after her anniversary show is like 6,000 something. Like it like doubled like super fast. It's crazy. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I think it was the videos that I took. I don't know.
She
maybe.
deserves it. Yeah. That was totally
Maybe. It helped for sure.
Takes a village. It takes a village. You
You
did get some really great clips.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that was nice. I was lucky. Yeah, I was showing some video of you earlier at Intrinsic. You played there a bunch.
I do, yeah.
Yep.
I played there with the old band, and then they have me now there as a solo.
So are you like a sort of resident-ish over there, where you're like, if they need acts to just call you kind of right away, or?
If they do need acts, call me for sure. They did. I'm not like a resident, but I am booked up there till end of year, so I'm there like every other month.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you ever want to see my shows, morganhawkinsmusic.com is where you can go, and I have them updated. You know, over the next 2 months is how I try to keep.
So funny you say that, because I'm pulling up your website right now.
Hey.
Maybe it's a good time to bring up what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh no.
But yeah, there you go. That's Morgan Hawkins' website.
That's my website. Yeah.
MorganHawkinsmusic.com.
If you scroll down just a little bit, there is a subscription email, and
right, yeah.
I give you guys a lot of free music. So if you sign up for that list, you have to like go into your email and just say like, yes, I want this random person to email me their diary entries. But when I write a new song, I will record it on my voice memos. I will send it with a little explanation of like what it's all about. So
some nice exclusives.
So sign up today.
All right.
What's your bone?
Now, where's your bio? Is it the EPK thing?
EPK. The EPK. Yeah, Kelsey Kordutsky is my design girly. She has taken me to the next level. I tell her like without her handiwork, you know, it makes you more professional. And so I've gotten some gigs via the website. So Kelsey Kordutsky, find her on Instagram and have her do your business cards. She just did some sick business cards for me.
But a website really helps a lot, especially for bios, especially for interviews like this, because people try to do some research and you read the bios.
Oh, no.
Like this little paragraph. She's performed at various venues in the DFW area, including Park House, Culinary Dropout.
And I need to take them off because they just
Chocolate Secrets.
They just fired me.
And also had the honor. Oh yeah, the national anthem. But yeah, where's the tiny stage? You're the first place that you played.
Oh my gosh, my beating heart. No, that is so valid of you to ask me that question.
And now we're at award nominated venue.
And
I'll have you know.
I will check it when I get home. First thing I do is I'm gonna put.
Better be all caps and bold.
Yeah, all caps. It's gonna be the very first one. It's gonna have like award. Is it
nominated?
Nominated.
Yeah.
We're just gonna put award winning because like.
Why not?
Because because you're gonna win.
If it gets proven wrong, we can always change it.
Yeah, I can always edit it, but
we'll
manifest.
I was like, really?
Oh, Carlos, I'm so sorry. I did you so dirty.
I was like, I'm gonna wait for our interview to bring it up.
That's so fair.
No, it's okay. Trust me, if anyone knows about leaving things out or making errors,
listen.
For Jenna's birthday thing, those videos that I put out, right? Great videos. Not to pat myself in the back.
No, they're really good.
But the performances were amazing. And remember Haley Marie doing Landslide?
Oh.
Or both of the ones that I put out of her. But yeah.
So good.
Yeah, if you go on the my OP Productions 2K24 Instagram, there's videos of Morgan Hawkins and Haley Marie and Remy Riley and Blue Line, or a lot of people that were at Jana's birthday. But Haley Marie did a cover of Landslide. My opinion, the best one. Period.
So good.
Like I say, Stevie Nicks is great,
So
but
good.
Haley Marie's was freaking. Woof. But what was really great is that in the audience started singing too. But that audience was full of Love Mike performers, so they're like people that can sing. So it was like a nice chorus. It wasn't just people like me trying to hit the note and it sounds really bad.
It was like a choir.
It was freaking beautiful. I started to lose it at the end, but I put out the reel, and stupid me. I'm really, you know how I am with names, and I'm so excited to put out the thing. So I'm like putting the text on the video, the one thing that you can edit once it's posted, right? And I spell it Hailey. Her name is Haley. And I was like, freak. And then when I noticed it, the video had like 7,000 views. Like I've never had over like 2,000. That was ridiculous. So I was like, I can't take it down because it has. I was like, ah. So I just put a comment that was like, it's Haley, and I put like, the hand in your face thing. I was like,
that's such an
I feel like
honest
such a freaking
mistake.
idiot. I
And
was
Haley is so sweet.
oh yeah, no,
so
she was like, she laughed at it, whatever. I was like, oh my god, I felt so
yes.
bad. But never again. Now I know how her name is freaking spelled.
I'm
Forever.
obviously right there with you. I had somebody I had told, hey, I want you to come out to my show, actually at like the corner grocery store that my husband and I frequent, because we chat with the people that work there, and I gave him my website, and the next time I went in, he was like, hey, you don't have any of your times of when you play. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have any.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just know that wasn't the only thing I left out. I'm so sorry,
It's
Carlos.
okay. I just thought it'd be funny to bring up here.
I'm like, is it hot? It's a little hot in here. Whew.
Oh yeah. All right. So we got some things to look forward to. Pretty Bird is out.
Pretty Bird's
streaming
out.
everywhere.
I'm releasing Gray, Jump, and a song called In This Economy. I don't know if you...
I don't think I've heard that one.
I'll play it for you when we get done.
All right.
And those are all going to probably be part of their own projects that I will like... Anyways, I'm not going to get into telling you that. But I'm working on this EP, album, most likely EP, and I'm going to try to have it out by summer, fall, and it's going to be called Wrong Side of Town. So...
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, cool.
That's me. That's my whole life story.
All right. Well, I'm going to finish up with a couple of short questions, hopefully.
Okay.
Some fun ones, I guess.
I love questions. I love to talk, if you can't tell.
So, yeah, same here. This is why I'm looking at the time. We're already over an hour, but I'm like, I'm famous for being here hours, I asked this from everybody. What was the song that kind of sparked it for you, that said, you know what, I can do this and I'm going to pursue it further? I always tell the story for me about playing the guitar. I can sort of play-ish, but I really wanted to learn Led Zeppelin's Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. And I taught myself the basics. And then, like later, someone told me about tabs, how like tabs, they tell you where to put your fingers. So I was like, oh, perfect. It's like Guitar for Dummies, although it's not. But I was like, if I just did it slowly and if I know how it sounds, I can probably figure it out. And then I remember doing the riff the whole way through, like in on the right tempo and everything. I was like, holy crap. Then if I can do one measure, I can do the next one, and then it starts to repeat. And I'm, holy shit. Now it's a pattern that I can memorize and I can play without looking at it. So, so that kind of sparked it where I was like, now I'm going to continue it and try, So like, was there a song maybe that you wrote or sang or maybe play on the guitar where you were like, you know what, I can freaking do this?
I don't know if I don't know if there was a song. I don't know if I had the confidence in myself at the when I learned as a kid, but there was a song that I wrote when I was like 19, and I felt like that. With that, I was like, I think I could do something with this one.
Yeah.
And that one might come out on the EP. So I'll play that. I'll literally give you a little concert when we get done.
That'd be special. Well, for the people too, because what I was going to bring up too is you're, as people at TikTok can see, you're pretty big on TikTok Live now, and something cool that now we can offer people, the tiny stage artists out there, if you're watching. You know how when you play at the tiny stage, you get all these perks like multicam, YouTube live stream. You get photography, video. You can record your whole thing on a multi-track mixer. Now also a 32-bit floating mix, as well as having access to the studio to record. You can either use our stuff to record or bring your own things and just use the space. But during this ISIN, I was pretty much here the whole time because I live like literally down the street. I can walk. So I came in here and I'm trying to figure out things because I have all this cool equipment that I'm trying to utilize better so I can make the lives better. And if I capture one of your shows, give you something like crazy. And I kind of play with a little thing because I want it to go live too because it's good marketing and especially TikTok to get new followers. Mm-hmm. That's for people out there if you want. TikTok is good for growing your
TikTok is the
following.
discovery platform.
Right. And Instagram is where you kind of like, it's like for your people. It's almost like your fan club should be on Instagram and TikTok is where you go out and find new people.
And your website that you have and your email list.
Right.
That's how you funnel them all to your email list.
It's the funnel. That's right. Look up the funnel. It's important. But so I kind of wanted to get into that and, whatever. So I kind of played with the setup here and we have a nice kind of setup where you can have your own live stream here and you can have your own props and things, but it looks cool and you can use our stuff. You can use our little field mixer here, use our mics.
Oh, I'm taking you up on that for sure.
So I was going to say afterwards, if you want, for your TikTok audience, you can kind of set it up like that. And then for ours too, like how it would be. And then if you could, you can give us a couple of songs. Like, it's too cold out there. I wouldn't want it to go out there. It's too cold
out there.
So I think it'd be kind of cool to kind of show people what the live would look like from the Beehive studio.
I will play them one or two songs, but I don't have all my songs memorized.
No, I would not. I wouldn't ask for a half-hour set. Like 1 is great, 2 is amazing.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll totally do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play you 10. So
no, you don't have to. You gotta save that voice. Because you have some gigs coming up. Let's see. Is your the calendar up to date?
It is up to date.
All right, we got February 11th at Park House.
So that's like a social club.
Okay.
And yeah, if you're a member, you can go, but yeah.
Okay.
It's down in the village.
Can I sit out by the parking or by like the sidewalk or something and listen?
Yeah, you can sit. I think that their neighbors is like Dolce and Gabbana. But it's like
it's like so I gotta stand on top of my car.
Yeah,
okay.
It's very awesome spot that I've secured. I get to play there once and sometimes twice a month.
How did you get that?
You got to know a guy.
Yeah, duh. Speaking of knowing people, we totally just skipped over this. Morgan Hawkins here has played the national anthem at the Texas Rangers game.
Yes, America.
Yeah. America, yeah.
No, that was, again, it was a connection I had made through Equinox and...
What's Equinox?
Equinox is it is the gym that I work for, and it is a luxury gym that is down off of Oaklawn in the Highland Park area. And so, yeah, I had the pitching coach would come in, and he was such a nice gentleman. And one day he was like, "What do you do outside of here? Like, what are your dreams? What are your aspirations?" Like, such a coach thing to ask. Right. And I was like, "Well, actually, I am a musician, and my dream is to sing the national anthem." So he connected me with the guy that you send your audition in, and
how freaking cool.
Yep, got to do that. It was such a neat experience.
I wanted to go so bad too.
Well, hopefully I'll get to do it again.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or a soccer game, that'd be so cool.
Soccer game would be pretty sick.
I'll definitely freaking be at that.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, all right. So sorry. So the other little fun questions. So you had a song that might come out that kind of started it all. If you could, or are you working with any local artists right now that we don't know about? And don't tell us. Just say yes or no. You don't have to tell us who, or if you want, go for it. You are. That I know, or that like
maybe
the Love Mike crew or community might know. Maybe,
yeah, maybe,
possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Look forward to that. Don't tell me. I want to be surprised. And is there any Covers Others? Have you heard of the Covers Others night?
Yes, and
are we planning something? Don't tell me what.
Yes.
Yeah?
I am.
For this one?
When is
the 8th?
The 8th.
Super Bowl Sunday. But it's going to be
Yes.
before Super Bowl, and we're going to show the game. Hopefully, my projector out here works it's going to be at the jam station where the Love Mic is now.
I will try to make that. I'll give you some tea off camera. Sorry, friends.
All right, cool. But if you do have a song, make sure you get it to Austin because he's curating that whole thing.
Yes, he's so awesome.
be
He
so
reached
cool.
out to me. Yeah,
Awesome.
I definitely
great.
I definitely want to do covers others. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the 8th, but I'm definitely going to be on that stage, and I have a few artists that I want to cover. So
Great. Yeah, part 4 is probably going to be springtime, so that'll be nice.
Perfect.
That'll
That'll
probably
be
huge.
perfect.
Yeah. And is there any local artist that you would like to work with that you're not with, that you haven't yet, and maybe it's not even totally on your radar, but you've seen them and you'd be like, you know what, that might be kind of cool.
yeah, I want to write with everybody. I
Yeah.
want to write with every
Like all
of them.
genres, whatever.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's so fun, and I think it sharpens your skill set. So, yeah, I can think of like 10 people right now. I'm like, yep, I want to write with you.
If you saw that video of Morgan at Intrinsic, I think you could probably rap if you tried. It's not bad.
Thank you.
You got a flow.
I'd have won a rap battle before.
No, really?
Yes, I did.
Like a freestyle battle?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you know how to freestyle.
I don't. This guy was just ticking me off all night, and he was like, "Let's rap," and I was like, "Let's
Really?
go." And I murdered. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
You
but
unalived?
yeah, he. All of his friends were like, "Oh, oh," and I was like, "I guess that means mic drop." I guess I
Hell
won.
yeah! Where was it in some like dark parking lot when you were with like a black hoodie? And, like,
Yeah, no, it was like
like 8 Mile style.
It was like some dude I was dating. I was with all of his friends. We were visiting where he was from, and yeah, just one of these guys. He was rubbing me wrong, and so I when he was like, "Let's do a rap battle," I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
I bet you freaking could freestyle because, like I said, you have the antenna for it to like pull words from the ether.
But it's like I had to be mad. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You got to bust that out sometime. Instead of a sad song, make a freaking
I
like,
think it was
battle rap.
It might be a one and done, but maybe one day. That's not
That'd
off
be
the
so
table.
cool. Alrighty, I guess last question, and maybe the most important, or an important one. I ask everyone this, especially ones like you that you are like in, at least from my perspective, on the upswing, and I have no doubt that someday I'm gonna be seeing you on TV, and that better be on your website that you played the tiny stage.
It's gonna be
Even
all
if
caps.
you forget it on the thing, but
It's gonna be all caps, award-winning, best
Right.
venue.
right. But because of not only your talent and everything else, but your work ethic. What would you give one piece of advice to a local artist that, like, say you're looking into the camera, talking to them, that they kind of want to do what you're doing, or kind of like get to that point, or like I say, kind of level up from where they are now.
Yeah, I'd say 1, don't ever give up. And you will have doubts in yourself, but just every day do one thing to get you further in that journey. Reverse engineer whatever it is you're trying to get to. So think about where you want to go, and then think about all the steps that are going to be necessary for you to get there. Start working on your habits, because it is our habits that dictate where we end up in life. And so start assessing what habits are helping you get closer to your goals and what are standing in the way of your goals. And yeah, there will always be somebody better than you at writing or singing or having charisma, but you can outwork anybody. So
Yeah.
work hard, stay humble, and if you want to do this, like, you can do whatever you want. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So just believe in yourself and start taking those steps.
That's right.
That's all I got.
Dropping
Mic drop.
dimes. Boom. Yep. There it is. All right. One last one just for fun. The line in Human about relaxing your brow, that was advice that you would give people in training, right?
Yeah, in yoga.
I love that.
It's where we hold tension.
It was, yeah, because when I would train with weights back then in college, it would be like, they're like, your face is doing all this stuff. Like, relax your brow. I'm like, whoa. And then it was so weird. But then, yeah, it actually works.
Yeah, it helps you, your jaw.
Starts to release tension everywhere else,
Your jaw, your eyebrows, your neck. If you're ever feeling anxious, like, take some deep breaths and just move those spaces.
Oof. Thank you, Morgan, for everything. Thank
No,
you for
thank
your
you.
music, and I can't wait for the stuff coming up because I think it's obvious to everyone that has heard this interview and has heard your music so far. The world kind of needs it, especially now, and maybe that's why you're tuned in. This is what you're meant for, to like be this sort of conduit. Is that the right word, or
I don't know. I love that word.
the right
for me,
speaker
though.
for this signal coming in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we can speak in studio terms.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos. It really means a lot that you connect to my music so much, and I
I think a lot of people do though.
just feel very honored and appreciative to be able to share and it be received.
And I can't tell you how freaking honored I am that I can say that this was I want to confirm it here on on YouTube because I wasn't sure if we were the first kind of venue or show, you know.
Yeah, no, this was
Um,
like my first show
Yeah, and
with the band and solo.
that's the thing is that I'll never forget. I was like when I'm seeing you in the big stages, I'd be like I saw the first time that little intermission when she was just killing time with some solos that I don't think you were even thinking about doing anything with.
I was going to, but then I got scared and didn't want to, and then
And now, poof,
yeah.
I can't wait to see everything else, and I can't wait to have to borrow money to go see you play somewhere.
You'll never have to you'll never have to do that, Carlos. You'll always get VIP.
Thank you so much, Morgan. That was Morgan Hawkins. That was Tiny Talk number 15, one of the most special ones yet. Thank you again for coming here, for spending time with us and telling us your story.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. If you followed the story, sorry I yap a lot, and I just have so much appreciation.
That's all right, and just keep listening because the music's going to tell some more stories.
That's right.
And I guess we're going to come back. We're going to set up the studio here for a little live show or a couple songs from Morgan Hawkins here inside the Beehive studio because it's freaking cold outside. And I'm not going to do that to her or her guitar. All right. We'll see you soon. Stay tuned. I'm going to end this and we'll be right back here on the YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Oh.
Hi, TikTok. Are we at 20,000 yet?
We're at 15K likes.
Get the hell out of here. Wow.
That's crazy.
Nice. Finger drums like this.
Oh my
Three
gosh.
fingers.
Chloe,
There you go.
thank you.
That's how you do it.